says we are going to be messing with a short bed kit for a long bed. C10 is 63 to, I believe, what is it? 72. That'll be first generation, second generation, all that good stuff. So we're gonna just kind of go through here. Luke has already started on a lot of this stuff. Just gonna go ahead and skip into the part where he's at, but the majority of the stuff that he has done is he's removed drive shafts. He started removing the front bed mounts, which you do not need. So let's get going.
So to do this kit, you have your exhaust bracket mount right here on your driver's side. I already went ahead and knocked the rivets off. So I busted these heads off. You have these two studs. So you could take a punch and knock them out, or with the way I've got these busted off, I should be able to come in here on the inside and knock it right out. And now we can take our plate and mount our plate right here, bolt it up, pre-drill our holes, and make our cuts. Well, help me up at least. Oh. Okay, so this is kind of numbered, which is nice to show you your steps. You have your 1 and 2 here. These will correspond with holes in your frame that all 63 through 72s have. So you'll put this on your frame, or each of these will get a 5/16 bolt. You'll bolt that up. You will drill these 4 holes out here. Then on the bottom, there's a hole you drill out. Oh yeah, good and tight.
Alright, so we've got the first one cut over here, as you've seen Luke starting on. So he just went ahead, he's going to go over here to the other side. He's going to cut the front on the other side, which will be the passenger side. Then once we do that, we can slip this thing out the back, and then it'll be a lot easier instead of trying to cut everything underneath the truck. Alright, we are completely broke free now from the old frame. Luke's jacking up on our jack now, so we can start moving this thing out. Yeah.
You set this on the table, please.
Oh! Ah! Oh. Oh, Lord, it ain't moving. Don't go up too much higher, about to hit the cab. I think we might be on the cab.
Yeah, we're on the cab, ain't we?
Yeah, I think it'll go now.
Do what?
I said I think it'll go now. Oh my God, we've cut your truck in half.
Huh?
We've cut your truck in half. Alrighty, so as you can see, the frame is in 2 pieces now. So what Luke did was cut right on the line. Oh Lord.
It's hard to see.
Okay, but now, like I was saying, we're gonna have this thing out here now, so it's gonna be a lot more accessible to just go ahead and make this line, and we can get it really straight like Luke did up here. What we kind of picked up on this, since we did have a cab on this chassis, maybe just start out with a Sawzall on the top and then slitting this down, just because, I mean, it is a little hard to control a Sawzall from walking around on you whenever you're coming down. And that's kind of what happened to Luke. He kind of got off a little bit, and then it's hard to correct that.
Got a little ahead of myself.
Did you?
Supposed to drill here first.
Oh, you didn't do it? I thought you drilled them all.
No, this is step 4 to drill here.
I recorded all that. So Luke got a little bit ahead of himself. He was saying he kind of lopped that side off before he ended up drilling that, but it's no big deal. He just has to drill holes on this side because there is a mounting plate that goes on the inside of your frame, inside that kit. Our next step is moving our cab mounts, and all that is 4 rivets you got to knock out, and then we're going to be using our plates that we cut to relocate them further back on the chassis. It's going to end up landing somewhere right behind trailing arm cross member, which I can take you right over here actually, because we have a short bed frame in the shop currently. So this is a 66 GMC frame, but it is a short bed, so you can see how it lands right behind that cross member. Luke has got our passenger side moved back, as you can see, behind our cross member here, and that is where they need to be on a short bed. I'm gonna snip you guys over here real quick and I'll show you how he did that. So basically, you're just cutting this tabulator out.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and you're just, what's your weapon of choice? Just some sheet metal shears there?
Sheet metal shears. Procedure says to use a cutoff wheel, but this works just fine. Give her a little shake and off she goes. Alright.
You gotta knock that through. Just use the old meat hammer.
Alright. You got your 66 hole here and there shown. You will go around that rivet. Then your holes will match up. You'll put 2 bolts in these. You'll come back here. You'll drill this hole out. This hole out. You'll remove this, drill these to a 3/8, and then put your cab mount on there. Mount these 2 bolts in your cab mount, and then drill here on your 2 existing holes on your cab mount, and that's where it'll go.
And these are scribed in here. You can see this is 72, 66, and also back here how he's saying that 72 to 66. So just letting you know, and it is pretty hard to mess this up. DR is not doctor, it is also known as driver side, and the passenger side has the same. We got our 2 cab mounts installed, so I think what we're going to do tonight is roll it back underneath here. It's a lot shorter. No custom.
Okay.
So in that last clip you see me and Luke, we pushed this thing back together and we did get it shortened. Now it's been a couple weeks, the holidays kind of got in the way. What we've got going now, Luke, is just kind of bolting these inner C channels together, which kind of go in between your frame rail, and that's what's going to kind of tie everything together. I think we are going to opt also to weld everything. Also, we got our new cab mounts relocated back here to where they need to be. So here momentarily, after he gets this one bolted up, we will be shoving this thing back together and bolting it to the front half of the frame. There we go.
Put more in. Push in. Alright, alright, alright. Down.
Oh, here it is. Oh. Alright, so now we got to come back in here. We've got to bolt all of them up down through here, just like we did on the back side of this frame here. So we've got everything bolted together. Luke started getting this thing together. We had to grind just a little bit just to get the fitment up here where the frames meet, and it is looking pretty good. We're actually gonna come back through here and weld all this up, and also on the inside.
Camera rolling. Take one.
So what we've got going on here is we've got our 12-inch trunk taken out of this thing, and I'm just gonna opt to TIG weld this thing. You can MIG weld it or whatever you want to do, but we have a piece of angle iron sitting in here, and then on the other side of that we have clamps, just giving you a really nice fit up. On this 2-piece drive shaft, me and Luke were kind of talking, you don't have to really worry about it as much as a 1-piece would be, but we were talking you want to get your universal joints on either side lined up, because if not you'll experience some binding, which you got your carrier bearing on this 2-piece, so it's not as big of a deal. So gonna get this thing hopefully tacked up here. It's been a while since I've TIG welded, so let's see if I remember how to do this. Alrighty, so the new drive shaft is all welded up. So the next thing we need to do is reinstall it in the truck for temporary use.
Stay.
So the last thing you're going to want to be doing in your short bed conversion is going to be cut off this back, what is this, roughly 8 inches probably, somewhere in there.
6 to 8 inches in there.
Depending on the camera angle, I guess. We're going to be cutting this off, but we are not going to be actually be doing this just because we have a utility bed that's going to be going on this truck. So we're kind of just waiting on this just to see exactly where we need it to be, because that utility bed is going to be a lot different than just your typical fleet side or step side bed that would have came on this truck. So we're going to hold off, but we're going to walk you guys through the steps you would take to do that. Starting with, you would scribe your line here, and that is going to be where you're going to cut, and then take you a square and finish that line off. And this hole up here is going to be your new bed mount, so you're going to want to scribe that and drill that. Then Luke said we'll move this up here to where this is going to be flush with your new frame cut. Then coming in here, as you can see, this says bumper here and bumper here. That's going to be your 2 new holes for your bumper mount. So that in a nutshell is how you install the Brothers short bed conversion on your 60 to 72 C10. It'll cover any of these years, but I think Luke's truck turned out great.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully Luke is very impressed with it also. Hopefully you guys do good on your projects, and we'll see you on the next one.